Welcome to the Great Canadian Piggy Bank, helping Canadian parents raise money smart kids. Hey everyone, it's Christy this week. I wanted to share a short holiday episode about what I'm doing differently this year with money, based on everything I've learned so far from this podcast. This isn't advice, and it's definitely not about doing things perfectly. It's just what we're experimenting with in our own family, in case any of it is helpful for you. Here are the 4 things that we're trying for the first time this year. So the first one was I was using the DIM score, which stands for Does It Make Sense, before buying bigger ticket items. This is a great free online tool at giftingsense.org, and Karen Holland was the genius creator behind it. She talked about it a few episodes ago. For us, we used it with a puffer jacket. Please don't tell my daughter. It's an expensive gift, so instead of just defaulting to, it's Christmas, so sure, we actually talked it through. So some of the questions that the DIM score brought me through was, does it solve a real problem? Yes, because if she wears it, I'll be ecstatic. She refuses to wear a jacket right now. Will it get used a lot? Well, she doesn't normally wear a jacket or sweater. So, to be honest, my initial reaction was just no, because it was really dubious that she wouldn't wear it and we were going to spend a ton of money on it. Does it last more than one season? Yes, I think it's probably going to last throughout high school, to be honest. So at least another 4 years. And then they asked some really good environmental questions. Was, can someone else use it? Can we sell it or donate it when she doesn't use it anymore? Was it made in Canada? And when it all factored in, and I was really conservative, I estimated maybe 2 to 3 times a week she'll use it, and she can probably use it for 4 years. It actually came out to be about $1 per use. So looking at that and also knowing that we can sell it or donate it after, to be honest, I can take it if she doesn't want it anymore, which I'll be quite happy with. Um, it just really, the conversation just took a huge emotional weight out of it. And it wasn't about guilt or it wasn't about indulgence. It was about making a thoughtful choice. And involving my daughter in that process made it a learning moment instead of surprise purchase, which I really liked. She still doesn't know if she's going to get it, but I think she's feeling a lot more confident. So number 2, we shifted away from more stuff and towards experience gifts, but with a really small budget attached. It can be 3 experiences that ideally we do in January. So the point isn't about the money, it's about the intention. It's about time together, shared memories, and just doing something you wouldn't normally make time for. And the idea is to keep the budget really low so that it forces creativity, which I've learned is where the best ideas come from. It can be free, honestly. We can go for a walk if we want, if that's what we think the other person would like. Number 3, she's fully responsible for buying our gifts this year. This is a big one for us. We gave our daughter a set budget and the money, and she's fully responsible for figuring out what to buy us and actually purchasing the gifts herself. So that meant she had to do planning. She had to figure out which stores they're available out. She had to make choices. What do we like? What does she think we want? And staying within a limit. And so budgeting. So she had a list and she had to write out all their costs. And also experiencing a little stress that comes up with responsibility, but in a safe and supported way. I was with her when she was buying some of the gifts for my husband and made some real time decisions in the store where she saw something better than what was on her list, and she actively crossed off other things in order to afford it. This is exactly what we talk about on the podcast. Kids needs practice, not perfection. And honestly, the pride that comes from handling this herself is already worth more than whatever ends up under the tree. And number 4, we created a do list instead of a buy list. A list of things we want to do together over the holidays that are free or cheap. So things that are currently on the list, we've got a big long one, but a couple things. We're making a gingerbread house together, going ice skating at Robson Square in Vancouver, which is free, finding the best lit house in Vancouver and going to see it, a list of holidays, movies to watch over the break at home. This list has already shifted the energy in our house. It reminds all of us that holidays aren't something you buy, they're something you experience. If there's one thing I'm trying to reinforce this season, it's this. Money is a tool. It's not a source of stress or joy, not something to avoid, not the thing that makes the holiday meaningful. It's about being together and creating memories. I want my daughter to see that she's capable, that she can make decisions, and that she can live within a budget without feeling deprived. And that money should support her values, not run the show. So that's what we've been experimenting with this holiday season. If you're trying something similar, or if this sparks an idea that you want to test in your own family, I'd love to hear about it. Wishing you a calm and meaningful holiday, whatever that looks like for you and your family. Thanks so much for listening. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with another parent and follow the show or leave a quick review. It really helps more families find these amazing conversations. I'm Christy Ray, and this is the Great Canadian Piggy Bank, helping Canadian parents raise money smart kids.